Hello YouTube, just going through this car. I'm doing a little update on what I'm going to be doing next. Sorry about the filth, but this car is completely dirty. That's what you get for being in Texas. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to be concentrating on is, you see right here, the transmission. Right now it runs fine when it's cool. But once you get it warmed up, it shifts hard between first and second gear. And I checked out everything. I checked the fluid and everything. And it's not burnt. There's no particles in the fluid when I changed it. So it's basically high mileage. It has over 270,000 miles on this transmission. This is the factory transmission of the car, and it's never been changed out. So the next thing I'm going to do is upgrade the transmission, but I'm going to rebuild this one. I found a rebuild kit for it, and they said that it can handle up to 350 foot-pounds of torque. So I'm going to order the kit. I'm going to put a new flex plate on it and some other stuff. I'm just going to keep my parts for this, and when I get everything put together, it's going in the shop. The next thing I'm going to be doing is fuel pump, fuel filter. That'll be next week. And I'm going to be changing this power steering pump out. It's cracked, and the line has a crack in it. So I end up doing, don't do this at home, I use JB Weld and just covered the whole line up. It kept it from leaking. It's not leaking, but it's just a temporary fix. I'm going to replace this. I already bought the parts. I'm going to replace both lines going across. I got the lower line. I just need to buy the upper line that goes to the rack and pinion. And one more thing, the supercharger. And like I said, the supercharger is going to bolt right here. Basically, it replaces the plastic intake right here. It uses the stock bottom part of the intake. It's a plate that goes across, and you can mount the M90 Eaton supercharger on top of it, and it'll run out right here, and the belt will go. But as you can see right here, this bracket right here is going to be in the way. So basically, I already figured out what I'm going to do. I'm going to fabricate a new mounting bracket across here, so I'll have room for the neck to come down, and I can put a longer belt across here to run it. I'm also going to have to fabricate the linkage to make it fit, because everything's going to be straight. So I'm going to use the same box, but I'm going to put custom tubing right here, reuse the map sensor in the stock location. Another problem I'm going to have is with the plate on here and the supercharger. It's going to be taller, and it's going to hit at least, from what I'm seeing here, at least 3 inches. So it's going to stick at least 2.5 inches through the hood. So I'm going to have to get a new hood. Either they got the fiberglass ones that has the cowl induction on them. I saw a few of those that will clear. Or I might just have to cut a hole and fabricate a hood scoop on it. Something like a old school 70 style cowl induction hood scoop. They sell metal ones. So I'm thinking about just cutting the hole out, welding on a new hood scoop, and then paint it up so it'll blend in. And but right now, transmission parts. Prepare to see a lot of unboxing for stuff like flex plate, transmission kit, and torque converter and stuff like that. Buying parts for that, getting the fuel stuff done, getting the power steering stuff done. And then, like I said, little by little, once I get all this stuff taken care of, I'm pulling the engine, putting in a better head gaskets, better bolts that can handle the boost, and then we're just going to start doing some supercharging. So until then, I'll see you.